You're watching The Founder. I'm Tashiya Segel. Today I have a very sweet treat, I should say, because Niloo is here from Deli Box. How are you doing, Niloo?
Thank you. I'm good. Yes.
Awesome.
Bit nervous, though.
Yes, but don't worry because you have nothing to be nervous about. I checked out your page and I know that you're quite a cook and a generation sweet maker, aren't you? Tell us your story.
Yeah. So actually, it all began after I gave up my job when I had my daughter, and I used to bake actually because our family is known for like particular sweets like within the family, and they're very unique actually.
Mm-hmm.
And one is just Dutch sweet. Actually, we have been supplying to DBU for some time, and Lakpahana.
Okay.
And actually, so I actually concentrated on those two sweets called a fugetti and a
Fugetti.
cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
Cheesecake.
My first question was, what is a fugetti?
It's a little sweet treat actually.
Okay.
It's very nice. It's like a pastry thing with a pineapple and a pumpkin preserve filling.
Oh, yum. Okay.
Yeah, but of course there are new flavors now coming. And also the cheesecake, it's a little like a almond tart. A lot of people think it's an almond tart, but actually mine has actual cheese in it actually.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's a bit different. So I mastered that, but then I went back to work. And actually through work, actually people got to know my food, and then it expanded and I used to do like for events and stuff. And of course then the story began that people were like, encouraging me, family and friends, to why don't you take this as your career kind of. So it was a bit of a big step to take, but finally in 2016 I left my job and started on my own.
Okay.
So that's how Deli Box came into the picture.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So how did you come up with the name, and like how was that process
So
like?
I actually wanted to do a name with something with food. So Deli means basically food, and box is, I'm a bit of an abstract person.
Okay. Okay.
And actually I started off with a small outlet very close to college where I work.
Okay.
And of course I'm from the neighborhood, and that had a box
Okay.
concept sort of. So I came up with that name. So,
Okay,
yeah.
wow, that's awesome. I would have never thought that. So, how was your initial startup like? What were your first products and how did it
So
go
mainly
about?
it was on sweet products, but slowly I went into savories, so shorties, and that also became very popular. And then I went into little set dinners, kind of like lasagna to set like a full meal dinner for an event kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
Yeah, so that sort of thing. Now actually through the pandemic we have started more stuff,
Yeah.
like with burgers and
Oh, yum.
energy bars and stuff like that.
Okay, so you still have the Deli Box over there?
No, I gave up because it was difficult, because of course I was juggling home and with everything, but I had some good staff actually, some of my friends who handled the outlet for me, but end of the day I did all the work of baking and stuff, so it was a bit stressful at that time, and because my son was doing his O-levels, so
Right.
it was very stressful.
Oh, so to run a shop and do all of
yeah.
that, it's pretty
So
crazy.
it was very stressful, so I decided to give it up. It was very hard, but so I'm operating from home.
Home now,
Yeah,
okay.
So it's quite
With the
easy.
pandemic and all, it's
Yeah,
also quite easy.
More practical. As
Yeah.
well, yeah.
So, how did you manage to do everything? Are you doing it all by yourself?
Mainly by myself,
Okay.
but I have two helpers who come in and help me with the chopping and stuff.
Okay.
Of course, now my children are older, so they also chip in, like mainly if we have a big order
Yeah.
to pack and stuff.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
They come and chip in, yes. Yeah.
So it's family effort as
Yes,
well.
yeah.
Okay, so what really inspires you, Niloo? Have you always wanted to be a cook? Have you always been
Not
inclined?
really,
Okay.
but maybe through the experience of family, basically. And it came naturally, kind of, and thank God, like I had a God-given talent, I think, which blossomed out. So I'm really happy, and I really enjoy it now, though it's very hectic sometimes, and when there are big orders, like I have to really plan out my day and time and whatever, and it's really time-consuming. But at the end of the day, when you hear the feedback, you are like, you have joy.
The ultimate satisfaction,
Yes,
right?
Yeah, that comment comes, like I wait for my customers sometimes too,
Aw.
especially the new ones. I always ask them, I need your comments back, because since you're a new person, and I wait for that. Sometimes when it's a bit late, I just ask, did you enjoy, kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
But when I hear the comments, I'm really happy, and like that
Quite
keeps me going,
fulfilling,
yes,
yeah. So what's a marketing strategy that you rely on? Obviously, you said before it was word of mouth.
Yeah, basically
So
still
coming
kind
in-
of it's word of mouth. Of course, now my children have got into the social media, so they put it on Instagram.
Yes.
So we have picked up like a little bit from that. Actually,
Okay.
more. But still, I think it's word of
Word of
mouth
mouth.
still going around. So it's expanding quite well. Actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So coming into this whole pandemic era, has there been a boost in your products and your
At the
sales?
initial stages, it was a bit of a struggle to get the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the ingredients. A lot of people were asking last year, basically, when it was totally locked down.
Yeah.
But getting ingredients was a bit of a difficult situation.
Yeah.
But then finally we got, and luckily my husband was working right throughout. So deliveries were possible through
Oh,
his
okay,
kind of-
okay.
Yeah, so I did a bit, but then once we opened up and things settled and then the online platforms and all began, it was much easier.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas, I was on pins last
Ah.
year because I was wondering whether I might to put and post, because like with people going through so
Yeah.
much of, things, whether it was right to do that
Yeah.
kind of thing. But then my children and family said, no, it's okay because there are people who want, enjoy Christmas with their family.
True.
So I put it, and my gosh, it was overwhelming actually. And I think a lot of people decided to gift goodies for Christmas because I think they couldn't get hold of anything.
That's true.
So it worked very well actually.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So obviously with everything going on and all that, what are you hoping to open up a new shop maybe? Or do you want to stick with the...
Not, yeah. Prefer with the home base basically because it's more practical for me, like
Yeah.
basically when you think of overheads and things.
True.
Because if you have your clientele and if you're happy in what you're doing, I think
That's true.
yeah, my dream was to open, so that's why I started off, but it's a huge responsibility.
It is. Maybe eventually, maybe your kids will take after
Yes.
you. Now,
Actually,
if
my niece will actually,
Yeah.
because she loves baking, but not my daughter because she's more of a creative side person.
so, if it wasn't for what you are doing right now, Niloo, is there anything else you would have picked up on? Like,
Actually, I was happy with my job at college. Actually, was enjoying because coordinating sports because I'm a sports person.
oh
kind of.
wow, okay.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I did a bit of floral thing also before really food. But then I stuck to food now, basically. Yes, yeah.
Okay. And now that you're your own boss, would you ever work for someone else? No, not really.
I can choose my time
Yes,
and take a day
flexibility.
off. Yeah, and then actually work to a particular pattern that you like. So I think it'll be a bit difficult.
Was there ever a difficult decision you had to make in your career? Was it giving up the shop?
Giving up the shop also and leaving my job.
Okay.
Like it was a bit like, because you know that at the end of
Yeah.
the month you have this.
Yes.
And I was doing the baking while I was doing so part-time, like an extra pocket money.
Oh wow.
But to take that step was a bit tough. And of course, giving up the shop, it was like a dream come true because it turned out really well.
Okay.
But I had to give up, like, it was a lot of thought went into giving it up, yeah.
What is your most popular dish, would you say? Or what is your specialty?
I would say the cheesecake is
Okay.
a standout.
You heard it
basically, yes,
right
yeah.
here.
Yes.
The cheesecake.
I think that I tell like everybody you have to try it, and basically it's not I'm being humble, but everybody who had tried it always have come back for it. Yes.
So that means it's quite unique and
Yeah,
like
very
different.
unique because it's very totally different. Yeah.
Do you have your own like secret recipes, like family
Yes, yeah,
recipes?
yeah. Actually,
That's
it
always-
came down. My aunt, my mom's sister, was a good cook. Actually, my mother was a horticulture, so we always used to go to my aunt's, and I think we actually learned from her.
Okay.
And also, a lot of my aunts from my dad's side, also we have very, very particular family sweets that we have at our weddings and all our gatherings, kind of.
Okay.
So I mastered two basically.
Oh wow, amazing.
So, and I actually have perfected the cheesecake into my own thing now,
Okay,
kind of. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. So as you know, the show is called The Founder.
Yes,
And if you
yeah.
ever hypothetically got a chance to sit at dinner at a founder of your liking, locally or internationally, who would that person be?
Wow, internationally would be Nigella.
Oh yes,
I
Nigella.
love her personality and the way she cooks. Wow, so locally, what would I say? Like a person I would fancy or would love to sit with. Definitely a person in the field.
Or it doesn't have to be.
Bit difficult to think by thinking.
Yeah, it's fine. We can think about it later. But Nigella is pretty good.
Yes,
I would be very satisfied with Nigella because she's also juggling kids and all that.
I like her personality as well. Yes,
and just love the way she talks as well. So, would you like to do something like that? Maybe your own show?
Not really. I don't think I'm very nervous at this point.
You're doing perfectly fine. And of course, we've been having a really good time talking to you. I wish you all the very best of luck. And also, for anyone watching, anyone wanting to start their own business and saying, okay, look, I'm good at cooking too, so I want to try it out. But something may be stopping them. Any words of encouragement that you can give to anyone watching?
I would say if you think that's your talent and you have joy doing it, go for it.
Go for it.
Because if you enjoy something, that means you're happy doing it. So that brings out the best of you. So
True.
I would say that go for it then.
All right, Niloo, I am waiting to try your treats.
Thank you, Tashiya. Thank you
And
for
I
having
hope,
me on
yes,
board.
for sure. And I hope everyone else checks out Deli Box. And of course, go check it out for yourself as well. Thank you so much, Niloo.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Let's begin.